Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Idea Buzz podcast with me, your host, Pooja Nerulkar.
My mom was always like, can you just wear clothes where your bra strap is not
ये
seen?
मेरे साथ भी हुआ।
Something in me didn't feel right, as if universe is trying to tell you something that no, this is not you, this is not where you need to be.
I think that if I go to my parents and be like, okay, I want to create bra straps, maybe now they would be okay with it because they've seen the world
Right.
and seen the whole evolution from their time to our time. So were your parents, I mean, of course I understand that your mother started it, but I just wanted to understand whether they were always open-minded or maybe not so much.
Everything we would have women who would come and tell to us, अच्छा ये necklace है. Because our human mind is not trained to see bra straps in this format. And then, in fact, we took that in a way and turned that into content.
अच्छा.
We have to build awareness about a product like this existing in the market. For women to know that, okay, there's a thing called as beaded bra straps as
Yeah.
well that they can opt for.
Yes.
So I did apply at one of the fashion houses, one of my dream job places. I got the job offer as well. And I remember I went to my father's store and I'm telling him, I got the email. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, congratulations.
Amazing, he must be
Yeah.
on cloud nine.
Then he's like, but I'm not happy. And now when someone asks him, what's your daughter's business?
हाँ.
And he confidently says that she makes beaded bra straps.
वाओ यार कई बार है ना हम देखे को अनदेखा कर देते हैं या फिर शायद हम उसे देखना ही नहीं चाहते। मैं आइडिया की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं ब्रा स्ट्रैप की बात कर रही हूँ। जी हाँ, बिकॉज वही तो आइडिया है। Today we have with us for a very candid conversation a very special guest. She's just 24 years old. And what's so special about this idea is that it's one of the strongest ideas I've seen. Simply because it's the simplest idea I've seen. Today we have somebody who's revolutionizing the game for women. We have a dynamite with us. Please welcome Dwisha. Come. Hello.
Hi.
Lovely to have you with us
Same
today.
here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good, good. Cheers to the amazing product that you have. So since we're talking about the idea, it's a remarkable one because it's so simple और किसी ने उसके बारे में सोचा ही नहीं था. You know, जो आँखों के सामने था. But a lot of people don't want to look at it or don't want to think about it because there's a certain taboo associated with it. अच्छा bra strap कैसी दिख रही है तुम्हारी? You know, like I am also not comfortable.
Yeah.
So then when you're brought up with that mindset, how do you plan to, change that mindset of women and that also links to how you're going to empower them?
Correct.
So let's hear the
So
story.
when we talk about the idea that is coming from my mother,
हाँ.
this product is something that I'm elevating to this level, but it was an initial idea of my mother when she had made a bra strap for my sister almost 13 years back.
Oh.
And yes, it was not in the same way as we see it today,
Huh.
but the whole idea of her is to beautify bra straps
Huh.
and not make it look like a boring bra strap,
Huh.
which is what Odd Even also stands for. We like to take inspiration from our everyday, like you said, जैसे वो हम रोज देखते हैं, but we tend to forget about it.
Yeah.
A bra strap is part of our everyday.
Yeah.
And we tried to redefine it into making it look like this so that nobody can say कि oh आपका bra strap दिख रहा है.
हाँ. तो वो 13 साल पहले की जो story थी, was that, tell me a little bit more about it. मतलब, the way I'm imagining it is कि अच्छा ठीक है एक family function, maybe there was a family function and maybe your mother wanted to hide the bra strap. तो उन्होंने उसके ऊपर कुछ लगा दिया ताकि वो bra strap ना दिखे.
Correct.
And from there on, you actually got the idea. Am I right or am I wrong?
So actually, my sister, when she was in college, she would
हाँ.
wear sleeveless outfits a lot,
हाँ.
and most of the outfits में bra strap was to be seen.
Right.
And my mom was always like, can you just wear clothes where your bra strap is not
ये
seen?
मेरे साथ भी हुआ. Yeah.
So that's how, and then she was always very creative. You would
हाँ.
always see her with beads or doing some or the other creative work. And somehow, I don't know how, what was in her head, but she literally made a bra strap. She attached it to one of her bras And that's it. That's how the idea, the simplest idea of a beaded bra strap was born.
Nice, nice. But it's really important that when I was in college, right? तभी भी ऐसे ही था. Like we started dressing up a little differently, where we started, अच्छा लगता है कुछ तो we, without the apprehensions of what society would say.
Exactly.
या वो डर नहीं था. But when the bra straps used to show, my aunties and uncles also used to be like, क्या तुम्हारा bra strap दिख रहा है? Why are you showing it off?
Yeah.
But actually you've created a product that shows it off.
Exactly.
In a very amazing manner. And the best part, what I really liked about the idea is that when the market survey happened at Idea Bars, there was not a single woman who said that this is not a product that they would not purchase.
Yes.
So that is commendable. Matlab, that's your proof of concept right there and then.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that proof of concept, we also had it when we initially launched it. Like before launching, I had done this survey with a few women, almost 500 to 600 jitne. And the most common thing that was relevant in all the answers was, they must have heard it somewhere ke bra strap dikh rahi hai, chupa do. Or those looks like aise karke to convey it, not say it out loud, but still say it, conceal your bra strap. That was very common, and we slyly asked people, not revealing the product right there. And people, responses that we got from the people were like, okay, yes, we would love something that makes us show off our bra strap. And honestly speaking, in the lingerie sector, we have pasties, we have boob tapes, but none of them really worked on the bra strap.
Yeah.
To beautify it. They left it the way it is. Yes, there are other beaded bra straps available in the market, but if you go out and see, most of them are made of metal. They do not support, they do not provide durability, and they do not have a size, which is something when we were creating this product, we wanted to make sure that कुछ भी हो जाए, we have to provide durability and support, because when does a woman wear a bra strap? Because she feels more confident in it. She feels like it is supported, it is durable, which is why she wears it.
And also comfortable.
Exactly.
Because in college I used to wear those, like you're saying, the shiny ones, right? But because it's made up of metal या फिर plastic, या जो होता है ना, it hurts.
Correct.
Because there's a very sharp edge to it. So these, I think, don't. Right? And that's the beauty of it. So that's one. And the other thing also that I was thinking was कि यार, there are some brands जैसे Victoria's Secret हो गए, they have shiny bra straps.
Correct.
But for that you have to purchase a whole bra. You can't just purchase the strap. अगर मुझे कुछ पहनना है, then but I don't want to wear that kind of a bra, because for girls we have a specific type of bras that we wear under a specific type of clothing. Like we will not wear the same bra everywhere. And like you're saying, the pasties or the boob tape, that is more to conceal, not to flaunt. Everything that's going on is happening inside, but nothing on the outside.
छुपाने के लिए, basically.
And when you think about it, कि क्यों छुपाना है? छुपाएं क्यों? Because this is something that is just a normal thing, like how your hand is. It's a body part, right?
Exactly.
Why would you want to hide something that's so natural? That's amazing. So kudos to you for coming up with this idea. And जैसे एक सोच ने पूरी दुनिया ही बदल दी. It's like that.
Thank you so much.
Were you always thinking of starting this? Always, or was it something else that led you to this?
So my journey actually started in the third year of college.
Okay. And when was this?
This was, I think, not sure, 2022, I guess. 2022, I guess.
3 साल पहले.
हाँ. So that was the last year of my college. COVID year था. Had a lot of time into doing and experimenting and starting something of our own. And to be very honest, right from the start, I've always been a person who wanted to start her own business. So that came natural to me, and in the third year, I launched a clothing brand. So Odd Even that you see right now selling as beaded bra straps is actually the second baby. The first one was Snazzy Silla, where we used to sell clothing.
What is it?
Snazzy Silla.
Okay.
Which meant stylish clothing.
Wow.
So the thought was very raw. I was too young at that point in life. But it was one hell of an experience. Like I never did an MBA because I already did MBA by failing a startup.
Yeah, this is real life MBA.
Exactly. So it was since it was a clothing brand, it was a bit difficult for me to make my space in the market because the clothing industry is very saturated.
Very saturated.
So I
तो आपका differentiator क्या था उसमें?
So we used to print the fabrics of our style, and then we used to have cord sets and everything. You know, we would have themes for our collection. Like one of the theme was the bold type, which was inspired by one of the series on Netflix.
I love it. It's my favorite series.
Exactly, and we designed the outfits based on the personality of each and every character.
Yeah. Wow. Where is it now? I want it. No,
It's
because
still
I think
there.
that series also, like you, and I think there's a lot of inspiration maybe that came to you from that series
Yes,
if you've seen
absolutely,
it.
yes.
Because एक तो it spreads a lot of awareness about so many issues.
Yeah.
And number two, it's very very women empowering because
It is,
the whole
it is
cast
definitely.
is women centric.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. So you had like Netflix series के ऊपर clothing.
Yes.
Okay. And then what made you shift to this business?
So I realized that I need more exposure and more knowledge when it comes to running a business. So it was a heartbreaking point for me, if I'm being very honest. But that point I realized if I really want to build something big, I need to step out of this and get more experience, and then again get into my world of building my own business with a unique product, which is something that people will love.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it always had to do with women. That was something that you were certain about. Nice. तो ऐसे थोड़ा डर सा नहीं लगा because you're so young, you're just 24, and at 24, like I always say, यार we were just figuring out what we wanted to do, and we wanted to play it safe. अच्छा ठीक है, ये जॉब करो, वो जॉब करो, but how did you decide that म्हणजे I say manje so many times because I'm a Maharashtrian. Honestly, like everybody at work also starts saying manje and butter because I speak in Marathi situation. But yeah, the point is that when did you decide that that this is what you wanted to do, and how did you overcome that fear of failure?
Okay. So I always feared playing safe.
हाँ, ये तो काफी opposite है.
हाँ.
Yeah.
So after one failed startup, I was like, I need experience. I worked on a few projects as a fashion stylist for multiple movies and ad series and everything. And then I started a job in an advertising agency as a brand planner and strategist. Very safe job.
Yeah.
Very nice, got good experience, learned a lot about brands and everything. And then I got tired of playing safe.
अच्छा, but आपके parents ने कुछ नहीं कहा कि
So
बेटा तुमको job
that's
कर
the
लो.
best thing about my parents, touch wood. So one failed startup. There was this time after I left the job with zero plan. People usually have a secure job, or they know that they want to start a business.
They know the next chapter.
Exactly. I was not sure, this thing was not aligning with my life, and I knew I had to step back from it for me to think bigger and think wider. So I did apply at one of the fashion houses, one of my dream job places. I got the job offer as well.
Wow.
But something in me didn't feel right, as if universe is trying to tell you something that no, this is not you, this is not where you need to be. And I remember I went to my father's store and I'm telling him, I got the email. He's like, oh, congratulations.
Amazing, he must be on cloud nine.
Then he's like, but I'm not happy.
He said.
I said that.
You said.
And he before I could see it, he could sense it. Like he was like, kya hua? I was like, I don't know, I'm not feeling happy about it, even though this had been my dream and the reason I left the job and everything. Then he was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to restart your baby, like restart your startup brand that you had earlier? I was like, I'm not sure if I want to do clothing, but I'm sure that I want to do something of my own.
Yeah.
And at that point in life, I had zero idea if I'm going to build a brand that is going to sell beaded bra straps ahead.
Yeah.
But that was one moment where, you just need that one person to push you that, yeah, it's okay if you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And you are still figuring out what you really want to do. But yes, my sisters were a bit hesitant about it. I have 3 elder sisters, by the way.
Oh.
So they were a bit hesitant because even they felt like, you should get more experience. But at that point...
That's a very normal way of thinking, yeah.
Yeah. I think my Jiju played a very important role in this aspect.
Yeah.
He was like, no, if she wants to do it and she's saying this with a stern mindset, then you should
Yeah.
let her do it. And the entire support of my family, my mom, she's like, okay, fine, whatever you do, I'll help you and I will make
Wow.
it big for you. So yes, all it's like odd even you see me as a founder here,
Yeah.
but there's my family backing it all for me.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
And your sisters, what do? They're also
Business.
They also have their own individual business
Yes,
lives.
yes.
Wow, you come from a family of
Business.
entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
So what businesses do they have?
So my eldest one is into diet foods.
Okay, very
Then-
very optimistic about that space, because I think that the whole industry is now
Fitness
moving,
and diet food, yeah.
moving from like post care to preemptive care.
Exactly.
And food eating habits play a very important role. Not that I follow it, but I try to. You just saw me eating biryani. Anyway,
But
go
I
ahead.
think that's the whole point. Like we do have our own chunk of junk food, but there should also be healthy food coming around in your day to day. So yeah, that's what she deals with.
Yeah.
The other sister, she's a fashion designer.
Okay.
And my third sister, she recently started her brand. She makes products with a 3D printer.
Okay, as an example.
As an example, fidget toys,
Huh.
fidget toys for adults, but make it a 3D
Oh.
printed version.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that is also a very interesting space to be in, because
Yeah.
with the whole anxiety and stress levels
Exactly.
peaking, especially in a fast-paced environment like the city that we're currently residing in, yeah, we
Exactly.
definitely need something to get our minds off of it, because so many people have ADHD now
Yeah.
and they
Absolutely.
need fidgets. Abhi dekhna, like my leg is also just shaking.
Shaking,
So
exactly.
you need to like calm down.
yeah.
Amazing. So your fashion designing sister, did she play any role in designing these bra straps? And can we
Major.
see them? They're so beautiful.
Here you go.
Wow. Beautiful. So how did you come to design this? आपने design की, आपके mom ने की, your sister helped,
All of us. So
Wow.
what we did is
and they look so comfortable and
Yeah.
very very soft on the skin.
exactly that's
Yeah,
the
you're
main
wearing it
intention.
also. Yeah.
So when we sourced these beads and everything, we made sure that none of them should hurt your shoulder. So they are very soft in nature. It won't feel like you're wearing beads on your shoulder.
Huh, exactly. Amazing. And how many SKUs do you have?
I have 26 in bra straps and we are adding more in
Nice.
the next 1 month.
Nice. So, tell me a little bit about the whole sisterhood that you have. They are all you're all staying in the same house right now, or
No,
they've
no,
been
no.
married?
It's a funny story. My eldest sister is 18 years elder to me.
18. Wow, hats off to your parents. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's one way of saying it, but yes.
Yeah. Huh. So what? Okay, so she's now married and she must be having a child.
Yes, she has a child and she's 18-year-old.
So then what does that child call you? Like Masi
She calls
or
me by
Didi?
my name. That's it.
Yeah, I also have, you know what? I also have an uncle like that, and he's just 8 years older.
Okay.
And then I don't know whether to call him Bhaiya or uncle.
Exactly.
So I just call him by his name. It's the perfect thing to do.
Exactly. So yeah, in fact, we have been like siblings, always fighting and always having a banter for some or the other thing.
Huh.
So yeah.
So she will be more close to you than your sister, right? I'm
no.
assuming.
No.
No.
All of us are very close. Touch wood to that.
Touch wood.
So my eldest sister, she is more like a mother to me.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always looked up to her. So for every other inconvenience that I have in my life, I'll be like, Didi, I don't know what to do about this.
Yeah.
So that's how our bond is. When it comes to the other two sisters, we are also very close. One of them literally lives 5 minutes away from
Oh,
me.
okay. After marriage.
Yeah.
Okay. And how old are they?
She is 32.
Okay. So like 6 years.
Yeah. Okay, no, then she's 34.
8 years. Wait, what? We are not mathing properly. She's 10 years older. You're 24.
I'm 24. She is 8 years elder to me.
Okay, so 32. ठीक
Yeah.
है. And you're the other sister?
She is in Indonesia and she is 6 years elder to me.
Okay, nice. So 30. Yeah, wow. I am.
It's like having sisters from different generations.
That's too good. Because I feel like there are so many generations staying together in the same house.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to ask you कि ये थोड़ी competitive वाली feeling थी कि नहीं थी, but I think that because the age gap is so spread apart, I don't think that there's any kind of competitiveness that would
never.
seep in.
It was always like I was the princess and I would always get the princess treatment for being
Aw.
the youngest one.
Nice.
But
Were you ever
yeah.
spoiled?
Yes and no.
Acha.
So my parents are a firm believer. Obviously, they would spoil me for things that are required, but for things that are not acceptable, it is a straight up no.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your family. Were they conservative? Were they not conservative? Were they very open-minded? Could you like speak whatever you want with them? Because I'm thinking from the point of view कि अगर bra का business करना है, like I think that if I go to my parents and be like, okay, I want to create bra straps, maybe now they would be okay with it because they've seen the world
Right.
and seen the whole evolution from their time to our time.
Correct.
But पहले अगर मैं बचपन में ऐसे बोलती तो maybe they would have had their own inhibitions about it. So were your parents, I mean, of course I understand that your mother started it, but I just wanted to understand whether they were always open-minded or maybe not so much.
They have always been progressive.
Huh. That's
Because
a right way.
they had to deal with kids from different generation, so they had always been very progressive. Like they knew, okay, with this child, okay, this is gonna be okay. Probably with the other, there's gonna be 10 other things that we'll have to be more progressive about or be open
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So yes, they have been pretty open-minded, pretty progressive, and in fact, my parents, they are one of the coolest parents anyone could have.
Nice.
So it was this idea was my mom's. So you can think how forward we were.
Right.
And my father, of course, it's actually a funny story. When I told my father, like, I have decided a product and this is what I'm thinking to make a bra strap. And for good 5-10 seconds, he's like, huh? What?
I can imagine.
Yeah. And at first he did not understand. He was like, वो तो होता ही है ना.
हाँ.
तो
तो तुम क्या बनाओगी?
हाँ.
हाँ.
Then what are you making? उसमें क्या है बनाने जैसा?
हाँ.
Then I told him that this is the idea. I showed him the first prototype ever that I had made from my hands. That
Yeah.
this is the thing that I'm thinking to make. It is gonna have beads. It's gonna be a bra strap,
Yeah.
and this is how people will wear. So he's like, hey, acha, nice. So I think girls will really like all these things. I'm like, yeah, for sure, because this is something that will, and then he's like, hi, even you wear all sleeveless all the time, so it's good
Huh.
for you as well.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that's how it's funny how there was a half first and then he got okay with it. Okay, fine. And now when someone asks him what's your daughter's business,
Huh.
and he confidently says that she makes beaded bra straps.
Wow. That's a lovely
Yeah.
thing because for him also to get comfortable with it and to share it with the world,
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing, I feel.
And he
because-
would show my reels to his friends or to everyone who would ask, okay, what is your daughter doing?
He's so proud
Yeah.
of you. It shows. I think everyone is proud of you here. I mean, the entire crew, we've been talking about it for the longest time and on the set also. I saw everybody just looking at you with a look of awe in their eyes. And rightly so. I think it takes a lot of guts and courage to be in a space where society looks at in a very different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that the trajectory that you're on speaks volumes because we already saw the 100% market demand that was
Yes.
there on the show. That was quite amazing. So kudos for that.
Thank you so much.
And let's deep dive into the numbers a little bit. So you basically, it's so surprising because you're 79% gross margin, and you're what is your bottom line net profit like?
15%.
15% is huge. So any investor looks at it from a scalability point of view.
Absolutely.
कि unit economics क्या है? So अगर unit economics आपके तगड़े हैं, then it's just, so basically what you're saying is the raw material and the कारीगर, उनका everything fits into that 21%.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. And your price points are also very low.
Yeah.
मतलब it's not like okay you're so expensive etc. But
Exactly.
it's what 400?
499 to 1111.
Yeah,
that is our price
that's very
range.
affordable,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
when you can reuse it on
Exactly.
different tops again and
Yeah.
again. मतलब ऐसे नहीं है कि अच्छा एक ही bra के साथ है तो you will only have to wear that.
Yeah. Plus the designs are also such that would go with multiple of your outfits. You don't have to
हाँ.
think of an outfit के अच्छा ये outfit के साथ जाएगा तो I need a bra strap or something
हाँ,
like that.
हाँ.
So we've always designed the products also in a very versatile manner so that it goes with all type of clothes that a woman would have.
Yeah. And how are you spreading awareness? So I'm assuming that marketing would be a major quotient of your
Yes.
indirect expenses. So apart from that, though, do you? मतलब I don't think ज़्यादा कुछ होगा, right? Is there any other expense?
So yes, majorly awareness because
हाँ.
this product is something that not many people know about.
Yes, yes.
And initially also in the first year of our business when we would go for our pop-ups and everything, we would have women who would come and tell to us, अच्छा ये necklace है.
हाँ, क्योंकि दिखता है,
हाँ.
they will not understand.
Yeah,
first of all.
because our human mind is not trained to see bra straps in this format. So for them it was always like कि ये necklace है करके.
हाँ.
And then in fact we took that in a way and turned that into content.
अच्छा.
So
Yeah, I saw you also.
Yeah.
With
It
you
was-
interviewing people.
Yeah. So we would go around and ask people, can you guess what product this is? And then obviously they would guess it's a waist chain or a neck piece
Yeah.
or something, but
Yeah.
it's actually a bra strap, even though it's quite right in front of your eyes.
हाँ.
But you do not tend to see it as a bra strap.
Yeah. तो ये marketing की genius idea किसकी थी? Was it yours or do you have a team?
Yes, I have a team, but majorly this was insight driven. Like basically, this is what we saw that customers were reacting, and we
Right.
turned that into this.
Right.
And yes, coming to the question of indirect cost, yes, it does go in marketing because we have to build awareness about a product like this existing in the market. For women to know that okay, there's a thing called as beaded bra straps as
Yeah.
well that they can opt for.
Yes. Yes. Amazing. And you're selling what primarily on your website only,
Yes.
right? See, that is huge because a lot of people say that they're D2C brands, but they're not D2C brands, they're online brands.
Yeah.
D2C is having direct control on your consumer, and that
Correct.
only happens through your website. But when you go to selling through platforms like Nykaa or Amazon, etc., the commissions are very high.
Very high.
Almost as high as retail, I would say.
Yeah.
And retail is like a death zone for new startups because the commissions are crazy, right?
Yes.
So, it's like that, and then you see that their website sales are only maybe 10 or 15%, max to max 20% of their overall revenue. So, what is your split like? You have done some offline also.
Yes, so we have done offline, but you can say 90% of the sale generated is via website and the other 10% comes from flea markets because we do only selected ones.
Selected what? Flea market?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
For now, yes, we do only selected ones, but yes, 90% of our revenue is via our website. So, and many of them is driven by our organic content on Instagram that we post.
Wow.
So that's how people come to know about our brand and they shop from our website. But yes, we also do paid marketing,
Huh.
but many times it's organic media that gets us to this.
Amazing. So I want to ask, I think you spoke a little bit about how you got your dream offer and you decided to not go for it. So do you think that that was that one changing pivotal moment in your life, or was there any other instance like that which was like your idea buzz moment or कुछ करके दिखाएंगे वाला moment जो होता है ना कि जैसे like a 180-degree shift in your thought process.
Right.
So what was that moment for you?
So yes, I think the idea buzz thing was definitely, I had never expected that I would be on a national television.
Yeah,
Yes, I
huge.
wouldn't lie, I've always dreamt about it. It was on my 8th standard vision board that I'm gonna be on national television someday.
Wow.
So yes, definitely it was a dream come true. But the entire process of idea buzz and everything had made me working on things that maybe I wouldn't have worked on earlier as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely it was a whole mindset shift, entirely different things that I was dealing with. And as people say, there's new challenge every day in an entrepreneur's life.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
how it was.
Yeah, you know, I'm starting to sense the power of manifestation. The more people I speak to, they speak about vision boards
Yes.
and what they manifest for that year. So tell us a little bit more about your vision board. Like, what other things are there? What do you see for yourself?
So if I'm being honest,
You said 8 things, right?
8th standard.
8th standard. Acha,
Yeah.
8th standard ka?
Yeah.
Oh, must have been like a long time ago. But wow.
Exactly.
Okay, so what other things are there in your vision board?
So one thing is that one day I want to be a titan to invest in other potential founders. So yes.
You will, you will. I have a very strong feeling about it.
Yes. So that is the biggest one, and more things personal, that I want to buy my parents a house
Yeah.
very soon, hopefully. And apart from that, I think it's to travel. And to have the liberty and the luxury of having time, that things are going in autopilot and you
Yes,
are
yes, yes.
yet again following your
Yeah.
traveling and everything. So
Yeah.
yes.
Amazing, amazing. और ये बहुत important होता है because see today ना I have seen a lot of founders whose company cannot function without their intervention. So what's the difference between Indian founders who are maybe a little old school in their mindset, and then when you compare them or juxtapose them against the likes of Mark Zuckerberg or you know the other tech founders, I feel that their ability to hire people that are smarter than them and then to autopilot their systems, where if somebody is working on a task, the second time the same person need not work on the same
Exactly.
task. With like Amazon has robust SOPs and processes and policies that like even Jeff Bezos cannot intervene or do anything to
Absolutely.
hamper them. So I think that that is incredibly important. So your vision of autopiloting things is a very strong one. Because I already said that you're 24 years old, and it really surprises me that how somebody so young could take that big of a punt to start something of their own. But your journey of entrepreneurship does not start now. It started in your 3rd year of college, which was what, 2022 you said, right?
Yes.
So at that time, I'm sure your friends also must be like, अरे क्या ही कर रही है, हमको तो campus placement में job मिल गई. Because generally there's campus placement happening in the 3rd year. So did you opt for campus placement, or you never wanted to?
Never.
How did you think? Was it to do with maybe your family, your sisters who have been in entrepreneurship, were they your inspiration and role models? How did that decision of नहीं मुझे entrepreneurship ही करनी है come about?
Okay. So in the 3rd year of college, there were placements happening, but most of it was online. And I never really gave a single interview when it comes to campus interviews or anything. And my friends, to be honest, have been very supportive of me throughout the journey. Even when I started that brand, they've helped me in the photo shoots, modeled for me and everything. And so yeah, I think it has been an incredible journey then as well. Plus the entrepreneurship bit was instilled in me ever since I was a child. Because I've seen people around me who all are entrepreneurs. To have that
You mean family?
Yeah, family, exactly.
Yeah.
So not just my father, my uncle, my mamu, everyone, everybody has their own business. So that is what I was always intrigued about. I was never intrigued about, okay, I want to do a job when I grow up. I always was like, I want to start a business of my own when I grow up.
Your upbringing has also been that way.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about the Ideabuzz story. How did you get seen to come on Ideabuzz, and then what was the application process like? How did that happen? And then we'll move to what happened on the set and after.
Okay, perfect. So it's honestly, as I talk about manifestation a lot, so me and my friend were talking about Shark Tank, like you should go to Shark Tank to pitch your product. And surprisingly, after a few hours, I got a post from Ideabuzz on my feed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's very spooky. The way Instagram, we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
मेरे Instagram पे खाली food ही दिखता है, किसी के Instagram पे खाली AI ही दिखता है.
Definitely listening to you. Algorithm is definitely listening to you, but that listening got me to Ideabuzz. So I'm
it's
happy
great
for
to be a
that.
product. You know, like they say, there's this, kya hai, the social network, nahi, there's the social dilemma. Is
Yeah.
a very, very spooky documentary on how if you're not paying for something on a social media platform, then you are the product.
Yeah.
Because your privacy and everything is going for a toss. But I don't know, maybe I don't mind it because things like this
Yeah,
happen, dude.
exactly.
Yeah, okay, very controversial thought, but theek hai, go on.
And then at first I was like, no, I saved the post, I shared the post with myself. Like
Yeah.
I do this thing, every good thing that I see, I share it with myself on my personal chat. So I did that,
Amazing.
and then one day, I don't know, I was walking and out of nowhere, it reminded me, okay, I had saved this post,
Yeah.
and then I started filling the application form.
Hmm.
And it was very random, but yes, that's how it started. And then few days later, I got a call that they want to schedule a call with the creative team.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, perfect. I was very excited, like, wow, this is really happening. The interview went really well. After a few days, I got an email from their end that they want a video pitch
Okay.
about the product and how you would basically,
Just pitch in general.
just pitch in general. So I think I would have taken 100 shots before taking that pitch. The amount of data that has gone because of that
Yeah.
is insane, because I had every time I would take a video, it's of 4-5 minutes, and then no, it's not that great, and I would scrape it, and then again I would rewrite the script
Oh.
and then again pitch it. So yeah. And of
So
course,
that video was how long?
I think it was 6 minutes.
There was no bar on or ceiling on the time
No.
of the video. Okay.
So yeah, and after that again I got a call from one of the person from Ideabuzz team, and they're like, you have been selected. I was like, oh
And
wow.
what did you feel?
Amazing. I mean, at first it felt like, okay, I'm still processing
Yeah,
what is
huge
happening.
moment now.
Yeah.
Something that you had thought in 8th standard
Exactly.
is finally manifesting slowly, steadily, and let me not jinx
And
it, let me not jinx it.
and how,
Yeah, ऐसे
exactly.
हुआ होगा ना?
But yes, and then they told me that, okay, these are going to be the shoot dates. And I was like, oh my god, this is happening for real.
This is happening for real.
Yeah. It literally felt like living your vision board. So yeah.
Yeah. And then when you went on the set, what was your feeling like? Because the set is huge.
Yeah.
Were you intimidated?
Of course.
I
Of course,
mean-
you did not see that part when I was, because that was
Because you
before.
walked in with a lot of confidence, and I like admire your confidence so much. Because the moment you stepped, you were like, okay, I own this place. You were like that. But tell me what went behind that strong facade of yours.
So honestly, when I walked into the set, Ideabuzz team really helped me. They were like, hey, calm down, breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. You're gonna do it really well. We've seen your pitch. It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I just did that. I think I just took a deep breath, and when the doors opened, I just walked in with every grit of confidence that I had in me.
Wow. And your family was there
Yeah.
watching you. What was their reaction like?
If you-
When, first of all, though, when that news came कि अच्छा आप Ideabuzz के show पे होंगे अभी, what was their reaction like? And then when they were seeing you pitch, what did they feel? What were the conversations like when you go home? Because I am so animated when something like this happens with me. Like anything, ठीक है? If I'm great at a meeting or whatever, I close a deal, I go back home and I just talk for an hour straight,
Yeah,
non-stop.
same.
So how was it
About
like
each
with
and
you?
every detail that
Haan,
happened.
right, you know.
And we have this family session, like all of us are sitting at the dining table, and I told them that, you know what, I've been selected,
Yeah.
and the shoot is gonna start. I literally started like this. My shoot is gonna start on this to this date.
Yeah.
I was like, which shoot? So I was like, okay, there was this interview, if you remember, I was working on the pitch, and
Yeah.
I got selected, and now they're going to do an official shoot where I'm going to be on national television.
Yeah.
And that was the moment my sister, my father, my mom, everybody started crying.
Oh,
My father, my sister, my mom, they started crying. The happy tears.
Happy
Like, they're so
tears.
happy.
Very unbelievable and so proud of you.
And after that was done, they shifted to the round of questions. Okay, क्या होने वाला है, कहाँ होने वाला है shoot, who's gonna be there, कौन है judge, कौन है ये, कौन है वो,
Yeah.
कौन है, and I was like, even I am myself figuring all these things
Yeah,
out. So let me tell you, once I have the information in hand to provide it to you. Cut to the part where you know, the days when we had to go for the rehearsal before the idea buzz pitch. Every day we are sitting with the business team, with the creative team, either my mom or my Jiju, he's with me. And to the moment where I was on stage, I think on the day of the shoot itself, I think I went in early because I had to go early, and my parents joined in late. And I told them कि हाँ ठीक है, आप जब आओ तब मुझे call करना. मैं वहाँ से nothing is happening. I'm just walking towards them, and again they started crying.
Oh. Oh my god, I would have hugged them if they were here.
It's like, we're so proud of you, we're so proud of you.
Yeah.
But yes, and in fact, even in the pitch, if you see, my father is constantly crying.
Yeah, I've seen.
Constantly. I think not a moment he stopped crying.
Yeah.
And that was something I knew. So the moment my pitch was done and I met my parents,
Yeah.
the first question I asked my father, एक second भी रोना चुप हुआ था आपका कि नहीं? So yes, and even after he was there for the shoot,
Yeah.
जब it was screened on television and we all were watching together, तब also he's crying.
You know, there's a very special and unique bond between a father and a daughter.
Yes.
And that shows in your equation with your dad.
Yes, absolutely.
And the story also that you said that your father was so instrumental and your Jiju was so
Yeah.
instrumental.
Absolutely.
I think that the men in your life have been so supportive
Definitely.
of you wanting to pursue your dream, no?
Yes.
Amazing. And then what happened after Idea Buzz? So, how has that journey been? So, when did the shoot happen? Maybe like 4 months back or something?
I think 11th August, it was my sister's birthday.
Okay.
And she was there for the shoot as well.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That must have been an amazing birthday gift for her.
yeah.
Na? Yeah. So, it's been what, 3 months, no?
Yeah.
Uske baad se. So, what has it been like, the response of people seeing you there? What's happened
The
after
response
Idea Buzz?
has been amazing. Like, before we revealed that we're going to be an Idea Buzz, obviously no one knew about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knew about it. But during that time also, we were trying to keep the page very active, like
Yeah.
dropping hints, not entirely,
हाँ,
but
कि
like
कुछ आने वाला है.
हाँ, कुछ आने वाला है types.
Yeah, yeah.
And we started posting content also around that. So surprisingly, one of our reels went viral during that time.
Okay.
It was a very normal reel. We just showed Ganpati Bappa, and it was a very simple reel, but somehow it went viral, and that got us a lot of orders and a lot of sleepless nights. So yes, but it was one hell of a journey.
Yeah.
And then after Idea Buzz, it has been the same. I think from the past 3-4 months, my schedule has been I'm sleeping at 2 a.m., which is very bad.
Yeah.
But yes, it's because of the workload that has been around with, scaling and everything. So yeah,
Amazing. I'm so happy for you.
thank you so much.
And for your deal, Archana was, I think she went gaga behind it. The moment Shelly said that she already knows the product. See, it is
Yes.
one thing to know the product, and
Yeah.
it's quite another thing to know the brand.
Yeah,
So she knew you for odd even.
yes.
And then she said also that the quality is so amazing. I took it 1
Exactly.
year back, or abhi tak, it stayed put and stayed sturdy.
Exactly.
And I think that was something that just convinced Archana that okay, I'm going to go for it. And then she pressed the buzzer, right?
Yes.
What was your reaction like when she pressed the buzzer? Were you excited?
So actually, I was answering something and she pressed the buzzer. And Shelly was again like she was gonna ask me a question after that.
I think she wanted
yeah,
to invest
she wanted
herself.
to. Yeah.
Huh.
So definitely, and I think, oh my God, okay, this is happening. My reaction was like, what? This literally happened? That is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very candid. It felt like, okay, this has finally happened.
And I think it was very fast.
Yeah.
है ना?
Yeah.
इतना किसी ने सोचा नहीं, nothing about valuation here and there. And it was just like, okay, fine, whatever you want at your valuation, we're closing the deal.
Yeah.
I think that seamlessness
Exactly.
shows in the confidence that they had in you.
And I had prepared for all the worst questions that
Like what?
Like how do you think that it is going to scale to this level? What about the other products that are available in the market and everything?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some of these questions now. Tell me.
so what question would you want to
With like, what is the toughest question that you thought about?
The toughest was
Don't be sly, okay? Don't say the easiest. Seriously, tell me the toughest.
The toughest, I think, I thought of a very negative one, like this
Huh.
is not the valuation that it should be.
Huh. Then how do you justify?
Then I would justify in the way that this is the product we have started this brand in from the past 1 year and 5 months.
Huh.
We've already done a sale of this much. We have a customer base who truly believes in us.
Right.
We have a good repeat rate of customers as
What
well
is it?
buying from us. It is for now 15%.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah. And apart from that, we are building a product, making sure that your bra strap won't be seen as a bra strap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that I can say with great proud, because I have literally worked on it from day one to a level where I knew that okay, the product is perfect, it's prim and
Yeah,
proper,
yeah.
it's good to be in the market and people are gonna love it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Cut to 7 months later, my sister came to me and told me that I'm never gonna wear your straps.
What?
Yes.
Why?
I'll tell you why. So she said that for one reason. So in our initial design of the bra strap, we had a cotton elastic thing at the front of the bra strap,
Huh.
and it is there at the back, which is for adjustment because
Right.
it comes in different sizes and to give a little bit of more comfort in terms of adjustment. But she said that she wore a one shoulder outfit and the strap was to be seen.
The elastic one.
Yes.
Huh.
And that made me question like, okay, oh my god, I am building a brand that sells bra straps so that it doesn't look like a bra strap. And this is the mistake that I have done.
Yeah.
So I think I did not sleep for a few nights and I was so behind it, like no, I have to make a product that is going to be different from every other alternative available in the market.
Yeah.
And to make sure that we are selling a bra strap, it better look like one. It shouldn't look like, okay, it's yet again a bra strap. It shouldn't look like that.
So you tweaked the product?
Yes, I
what,
did.
What did you do?
So, okay, can I show it to you?
No, bilkul, bilkul.
So this is what our previous design looked like, where we had these elastic straps on both the ends,
Right.
and later we modified it into these rings.
Oh wow, these look so
So they
chic.
provide more support as well, plus they get integrated in your outfit and they do not look like a bra strap. They look like
Ah,
a beaded
so-
jewelry on your shoulder.
Oh wow, this is like a locket.
Yes.
Just put it in like that. And then this is at the back, which
Yes.
obviously have to be there because a little bit
Little
of
bit of adjustment and comfort,
is,
yes.
yeah. So then you increase the size of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very unique. So I'm sure. What was the customer feedback like on these?
So one of the customers who had already purchased from us,
Yeah.
when she came to the flea and she saw that we've modified this, like, I'm so glad you did this. I'm so glad you did this because this was so important. Like I wore your strap, it looked very pretty.
Yeah.
But koi tops के साथ वो strap दिख रहा था. And yes, for 7 months we have been selling this product and people
Yeah.
loved it. But
Yeah.
again,
like this is looking so chic.
yeah.
With that ring over there, and I have to say, like it's beautiful. So it's this, na?
Yes.
Yeah. Can understand. Yeah, sorry, you were saying that
Yes.
the auntie was.
So she was like, I'm so glad you came up with this because with this it literally won't look like a bra strap.
Yeah.
And I tested this with multiple women. Again, we did the testing all over again. Like we did for initially when we were launching,
Yeah.
we tried this product on multiple women to test if it's really comfortable,
Yeah.
durable and everything. We did the same for this modified design as well. So
And how do you do the testing? Like you go to the way your marketing videos are, you go to places,
no,
public
no.
places?
So we usually have a set of people where we give the products to them.
Okay.
And we ask them to give their genuine feedback, nothing scripted, nothing else, but your
Okay.
genuine feedback on what
And
do
you
you
give the
think
products
needs
for free?
change. Yes.
Okay, okay. I really want to stress upon the fact that, you're a Gen Z kid. And Gen Zs, we were just talking about it, Gen Zs are pretty sorted, ठीक है? Like हम millennials कितने भी बोलो कि यार Gen Z ऐसे है वैसे है, but I think that they're very sorted in the head. But with that also comes with a sense of responsibility for you because you've picked up a lot of funding and you already are saying that you're sleeping at 2 a.m. Maybe after funding it would be a little bit more difficult, because now the funds are coming in. How are you deploying that, monitoring of whether
Absolutely.
budgeting of the entire thing कि अच्छा variance analysis करते हैं हम कि
हाँ.
इतना जाना चाहिए था, इतना गया है कि नहीं गया
Yeah.
है. I think there are a lot of sacrifices are going to be due, and how do you then envision yourself doing it? Because I'm sure you have a social life, and maybe your family also has plans for you to maybe start your family, or basically divert your attention elsewhere, be it with friends, family, wherever else. How are you going to juggle so many things?
Well, as you asked this question, I'm also clueless about it.
Yeah.
Even I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but I'm sure there would be a phase where I would be working too much, because it's a huge step in my life as well.
Yeah.
That requires a lot of priority, lot of attention. So for now, this would be my 100% priority. And yes, when it comes to social life, that is still there. Yes, I do cancel plans sometimes because of work or something, but eventually that still happens.
Yeah. पर उसमें ना बहुत ज़्यादा discipline लगता है, because क्या होता है, when you're working at a company, you know that you're supposed to be at the company at a certain time and then go out at a certain time, and then if you maybe don't go a couple of days, you know you have to show up the third day minimum, like at least. But I feel like, and I was just telling you how I, anyway, let's not go there on cameras, but I was just saying that when it's your own company, right, it's so easy to be like, okay, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, maybe I'll do it day after. And there needs to be a very, very strong sense of discipline, consistency, that you're doing the same thing over and over again, and in a timely fashion. ऐसे नहीं कि आज का काम कल, कल का काम परसों. So how do you get that discipline? Like, how do you induce it upon your own self?
So if I'm being very honest, I am still mastering it.
It's a journey.
Yes, it's a journey, and I wouldn't say I'm the most disciplined person or the most consistent person. No, I'm not. I am still trying. Yes, I do delay things. Yes, I do procrastinate a lot, like I'll do this later. But then 10,000 things coming together, that's when you realize, no, a structured plan and a structured way of life is a better way to do it, which is what I'm working on as well. So even if I'm sleeping at 2, I'm making sure I get up at 7 so that my body gets used to, getting up early and eventually getting my sleep cycle in place.
But don't do that too many days in a row. Because
Yeah.
at 24 you won't realize this. I used to, so when I was studying for my CA, CFA, whatever, I used to sleep, and I used to like have a great day on 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. But as you get a little older, like now when I was like nearing my 30s, I felt that no, maybe it's not sustainable, like your body just doesn't function that way. So while, you know what, I saw Elon Musk's video recently, and I think he was the one saying that he sleeps for 5 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours or something, but some other guy, and I'm forgetting, okay, because I was just consuming too much content, but somebody else, so it just gets a little confused. But I was saying that somebody said that they sleep for a minimum of 7.5 hours.
Yeah.
And if I ever wanted to idolize something or glorify something, I would glorify that. A lot of us do the mistake of glorifying less sleep, more hustle, more hard work, and ultimately, no, it's smart work that comes into play, and that makes all the difference in the world. So yeah, I think of you as a little sister already. So for that reason, I'm just being momish kind of I'm just telling you. Yeah.
But the only reason to get up early is because I know my body would get tired later in the night, and I wouldn't be sleeping at 2, which would eventually get my sleep cycle in place. And that's what I've been doing this since college time. That if I am sleeping late, I would make sure I get up early so that my body gets tired, because I am a person who needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep, to be very honest.
That's nice.
To survive the day, or else I am dead in middle of the day. Like after lunch, you'll see me and I won't be able to work at all.
Yeah.
So yes.
And what's your future vision with Odd Even? What are your forecasts like? What do you plan to do? How do you plan to scale it?
So if you ask me the recent plans, it's gonna be, currently we are selling through our website. We also want to try to get on these e-com platforms like Nykaa, Amazon. In fact, one of the person from Nykaa reached out to us. We had been to Little Fleet, we had a stall set up there, and she reached out to us that we would like to list your product. So we had initial meetings and everything, so that is part of the plan. Also, I want to seep into the retail space where you see odd even products in lingerie stores or in fashion clothing stores, because so that people start seeing this as an accessory that they need for their outfits or for their bra straps. As the more product you see at multiple places, it's going to create more value in people's head. Look, I have seen this product here, which makes it easier for them to know about the product. So yes. And in fact, many customers of ours, they reach out to us via DM that we would love to see your products. Can we come in person to your office and can we see the products? Which is what we
you need some kind of a place where they can actually specimens, see these, touch and feel it.
Exactly.
You know? Nice.
While the online space is going really well, but I also feel there has to be an offline presence for us, which is why we are thinking of, doing retail partnerships with stores and everything.
Nice. So that's your 1 year out vision?
Yes.
Amazing. And I'm sure that the kind of mentorship that Archana would be able to give you, that is incredible. So I was just having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and he was very excited about the whole idea of Idea Bars and how a lot of potential concepts are getting funded. But I told him that it's not just about the funding. Like if I were a startup founder, the maximum benefit that I would perceive in something would be in the mentorship of these guys. A lot of young founders are in need of that and often undervalue it. But if you just have a strong sounding board like Archana with you, backing you up, that is in itself worth crores and crores of rupees.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, because the intangible benefits are immense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for me as well, funding was one thing, but the major thing was mentorship.
Yes.
Because yes, my entire family has been into business, but I want to scale this business to a level where everybody knows about the product. And I really want to build awareness about this product, and this is only possible with someone who's done this earlier.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
To get their mentorship. So for me, it was always to get a mentor on board and to help me scale odd even with the same vision that I have for it. So yeah.
Yeah. And what is your one advice that you would give for entrepreneurs that are wanting to get on the same journey that you have embarked upon maybe 3-4 years ago?
I would really say, I've realized this one thing, that many people from our generation think too much. They plan too much but execute really less. Even I was there, and even I've done those mistakes, and I still do at times. But the only thing that I would recommend them is stop planning, start doing. If you have an idea, act on it, build on it, and things will fall in place. Because today we have so many resources available. So even if you're a solo founder, you start with nothing, you don't have anyone to get on your team, you have so many sources available for you at your disposal to actually scale it, even if you're doing it solo.
Yeah.
So definitely you should not be like, how am I going to do it? You can start with a small investment as well.
Yeah.
I personally started by saving from the money that I got from my salary. I used to save it in mutual funds, and then I broke that and I started odd even.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
Yes. So one thing apart from the entrepreneurship, yes, start saving, because that's what's gonna fund your dreams ahead as well. Be it a startup or be it a travel plan or anything.
Yeah. How much did you put in this initially?
Initially, I put in, I think, 1.5
1.5
lakhs.
Okay, I was thinking.
But initially, as in was span of 6 months.
Yeah, but imagine that's so amazing. 1.5 lakhs to now your valuation is just skyrocketing, and it's even growing as we speak.
Yes.
So I mean, maybe we'll disclose it later in a surprise episode. But I think that's like hats off to you.
Thank
You're
you
somebody
so much.
who's made it at a very young age.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for coming here and for sharing your ideas with us. Odd Even is a beautiful, beautiful concept. And if you need my help anywhere, please let me know. I'm genuinely telling you.
Absolutely. I will. I'll
Done.
definitely reach out. Because
Done.
I'm a person, I will definitely
Done.
reach
We
out
stay
to
also
you.
in the same city, so it shouldn't
Yeah.
matter. All right.
Exactly.
Thank you for coming.
Same
Bye.
here.
Take
Thank you so much for being a lovely host.
Thank you. So this was the very inspiring story of Dwisha, the founder of Odd Even, who changed the game, but not only the game, changed the narrative and changed the mindset of society. To watch more such inspiring stories, keep watching this space, because this is the Idea Buzz podcast. This is the voice of India's dreamers. See you again next time. I'm your host Pooja Nerurkar. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time.